On to the representation of instructions part. So by now you all know what a register is. You know how things work inside the CPU at a register level. So we are going to look at how the register understands instructions, that bunch of instructions which I said, which the CU decodes and all that. What language are they written in, what are some keywords of that language, some characteristics of that notation. That is what this part of the chapter is going to deal with. So a micro operation is the smallest possible unit of any activity you ask the computer to do. So for example, when coming back to our same sum of two numbers example, for us it is a one line code, C is equal to A plus B, but that involves so many sub steps. You go to the location A and you fetch that number, you go to the location B and you fetch that number, you add both numbers, you take the sum, you go to the location C and put it there. So for that one line of code which we write, you can see that there are 5 to 6 sub steps. So a micro operation refers to any of these sub steps, a step which cannot be divided any further, a step which is accomplished within one clock cycle is called a micro operation. And the allowed set of micro operations for any computer is called the micro operation set. So what this means is the set of operations allowed varies depending on the computer organization and architecture. For example, as in every computer can perform more or less every computational task, but the way the steps are broken down. So when I explained the C is equal to A plus B line, I broke it down in a certain way. I said go to A, fetch A, go to B, fetch B, add, go to C, put that value there. If someone else broke it down, they might break it down in a different way. They might be like, create a variable location for A, insert a value A. As in, the way you break down those steps is different, and it varies from hardware mechanism to hardware mechanism. It varies depending on whether we're talking about a smartphone or a laptop or a supercomputer, whether it's a 32-bit processor or a 64-bit processor, and so on. So depending on various hardware specifications, what are the micro operations allowed for that system varies. So for any given system, the set of micro operations allowed is called the micro operation set. And any function or operation of a computer is broken down into a sequence of micro operations. So when you write a code, when you write a print statement, an addition statement, a loop, a recursive code, whatever you write, at the register level it is broken down into a set of micro operations or further undivisible operations. So yeah, and what is register transfer language is a low level language which helps us express or convey these instructions. So when you write a code in a high level language, the CPU can understand it, as in your compiler or interpreter can understand it, but the registers cannot. So the registers need to be spoken to in the language they can understand, which is the register transfer language. So when I write a line C equals A plus B in Python, it gets converted into 5-6 lines of an assembly language or in a register transfer language, where each line performs one micro operation. That's the whole idea.